don't feel so good.
You okay, dude? You look a little.
It's just
Oh.
I got a little, almost shocked yesterday with that, and
Wow.
it just
You
ended
sound
up.
a little scratchy.
Yeah, I was drinking all weekend. I was up chucking all
Oh
afternoon. A little
no!
day drinking.
Damn.
You wanna have some fun times, but then all of a sudden I got a bar cough.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that actually.
And then I ate
I've
a little
heard of
bit too
that.
much on the grill, and I got a little Sam Ryan heartburn here.
Oh,
And
the worst.
just but thankfully, the remedy is, I guess, a 1-0 series lead because I got cat fever. My boy Bob there at the end, huh?
Woo.
Standing on his head.
You know what's weird? They only got like 20 shots on goal.
Oh, I know.
It's crazy. So, I mean,
was so furious. It was tied for so long.
Right.
I was
well, remember that one game the Panthers had like 60 shots to like 15 shots and they lost the game?
Yeah. I hate that team. I don't like taking them on. I don't like Vasilevsky. He still scares me.
So good. Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna sweat out this first round so much. I hate it. But the Cats win. Big time performance by them yesterday. Get this series off on the right foot. And some monster saves by Sergei Bobrovsky there at the end.
I got a little nervous when the penalty was called. Oh. And my man goes, if I'm going down, you going down. He took his stick and took him down.
It was good to get that off on the right foot. Building looked lit yesterday with the Cats going up. You had your three studs scoring for you. With Sam Reinhart doing what he does, Carter Verhaeghe with the lead, and then those idiots go empty net with like 4 minutes left. And Kachuk's like, dummies, empty netter.
You know what else sucks?
What?
It sucked. Well, it was a good thing and a bad thing. I was going back and forth because I don't watch, I don't like watching on the
I don't know how do you not have two games on at once? How do you not do that?
Because I don't like watching the little game. Like when I do it during football season, but it's different because I can still listen to the game on my earphones and then watch the Dolphins, right?
I think that's even crazier than not watching. The fact that you listen to games on the radio while watching a game.
No, I have it on my computer. I have the game on my computer.
So do you have so you have some visual there.
Yeah. So if something happens, I'll turn and look, but I usually focus on the TV. But for like Heat and Panthers, I don't want.
Why?
It's just no. I like here's what I do. I'm starting off with the Heat. No offense, Panthers. Your game is a little bit slower. Right? And then soon as they start going 3 crazy, I say, okay, this is going to be a Panthers game.
So you bailed, is what you're saying?
I did.
You bailed.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's real. No, I have them both on at the same time. I'm going, I'm like, I'm ping-ponging around. I have and I had the Cats on, Bally stream, so I could scroll back if I'm missing something whenever there's some time breaking. But the end of that Panthers game, it was furious. Yeah, definitely. It was locked in, and they get themselves the 1-0 lead. Simultaneously, get to our headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
The Miami Heat get drubbed in game 1. They lose by 20, 114-90. And, it got off to a really bad start. Like right off the bat, they're down by 15. And they feverishly come back, get it to within 5. And then
oh my goodness. Holy smokes. It was like 5 Tyler Heroes out there for them.
Was that the greatest day in Boston sports history with Sam Hauser just going and lighting us up from 3? They must have been thrilled between him and Porzingis. The intangibles were all over the place. Man, Doris Burke loves Kristaps Porzingis.
Oh my goodness.
All over him. Good God. But it was off to it was a really, I don't know what when you bailed, Leroy, but It was a rough one.
Now, keep in mind, when I bailed, I still go back and forth.
Oh, well, then you didn't really bail then.
No,
So
I didn't
when you
go
say bail, the Panthers just got your TV, and then maybe
and then they got the priority.
I got you.
Because I mean, being 30 down means that you get the side, the side.
I understand what I still don't understand. I mean, you have a lot of TVs. I don't understand. You can't have IT set up a couple TVs for the playoff week. Now I don't think we have a conflict again until Saturday, I want to say. So I think we're good the rest of the week. I think you're down to just one television, and you should be good. But it was really rough. It was a rough performance. But I mean, nobody had a rougher performance than Tyler Herro. He was terrible.
I mean, like, one of the things that I think he needs to just get a grip on, right? Especially with this team, just play basketball, right? Don't worry about the numbers. Just play good, solid basketball. And that's going to mean more for this team than anything. So if you protect the ball, you make plays, you get it to the open guy, that's all you can ask for, right? It's when he tries to do too much and kicks it around and throws it to the other team because he's trying to do too much. Now, not only did you not get a shot, but then they get a fast they get a fast break or an easy score or a three, and then it's compounded. And so he just needs to relax and play.
Yeah, like I just feel like, and look, there's obviously a focus. They got some great defenders out there on the point of attack against him, and they did a number. I mean, they were blocking his floater, they were blocking his 3-point shot, but
right.
Like you said, I think sometimes he tries to get a little bit too perfect, and he's just got to let it rip.
Right, like here.
One of the things you love about Terry Rozier just let it rip. Like he'll just, it might look like an insane shot, but Tyler,
he always at least gets here. Here's what I want on every series. Get a shot, get a good shot. I can deal with not making it, but I can't deal with you trying to throw it between the legs of 5 guys to get it, near the goal, and then they take it and go the other way. And the thing that Terry, look, if all else fails, Terry was going to get you a shot.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? And I think that just means, hey, relax and play. If it means you only have 15, that's what Jimmy was good at.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Jimmy, regardless if he gets 10 shots, he had a good feel of the game. Okay, maybe this game I need 20 shots. He could kind of get a good feel of where the game was and what he needed to do instead of going in predetermining what needed to happen. And I think that's what Tyler did.
I thought Jaime did that in good spots. Like he just played, like you just said,
plays.
Let's go play ball, man.
Right.
Same thing with Jovic. And that's the thing that I think everybody came away with. It's like, hey, how come it seemed like the young guys were more poised? And I get it. They're not maybe the focal point of the defense, but there were some ones yesterday where it's just like, hey,
it looks like Jovic is older than Tyler.
Yeah.
But he's been playing professional basketball longer. That's my point that I made last year.
I have a lot of fun watching him play basketball. He is a delight. He is a delight and honest too. Because like they're asking Jovic after the game about the zone defense. And he goes, let me tell you about the zone defense. He goes, the Porzingis, too tall for the zone.
I mean, right.
Everybody from Serbia and Slovenia, they're so honest on things. They're so he goes, so what happened with this defense? He goes, what happened? Porzingis happened.
But here's the deal. When English is your second language, it's hard to translate it. So you can only use the words.
I translated it, but I think it was as clear as anybody else who was tiptoeing around it.
Dude. And didn't Porzingis come into the league looking like Chet Holmgren? Wasn't he?
Wasn't as thin, but he definitely wasn't muscular.
Yeah, he looks like a big dude now.
I didn't find him to look like he was that intimidating. But
he was thin when he first got into the league. Now he looks like he put some weight on.
Isn't that your man muscles thing? Like he's old. He's old.
But it doesn't here. There's a cutoff for this because I think Wembanyama gonna be skinny forever. Right? There's certain guys there's certain
We better hope so.
I was gonna say we hope so. Because what else are we gonna do?
I mean, so it's harder for me to determine that with taller guys. Like you look at what's my man from the Pelicans? He gonna be skinny forever.
Ingram? Yeah,
Yeah.
he was skinny forever.
Yeah, that guy gonna be skinny forever. So I that's I don't know how that looks.
So it's KD.
KD, right? Just a skinny dude, right?
Yeah, that was brutal. He had one part in the second half where I was like, oh, here we go. And then they cut it to 11.
And then
Tyler Herro turned it over. I was like,
see, that's and that's I think there's a fine line between being so cautious you don't try to make plays and try to make plays while being cautious and not turn the ball over. And I don't know what that line is for him. I don't know in his mind when he determines, okay, I got to try this or not try this, right? And I think that's something that Jimmy had, really well. Jimmy very rarely turned the ball over, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so at least you knew you were going to get a shot. Same thing with Bam. Bam brings the ball up. Somebody's going to get a decent shot, right? Whether you make it or not, at least you got your attempt. And you can't afford this team. Look, let me tell you something.
Whoa.
This team cannot afford to not get up a shot. You need to get up as many shots as possible because your ass ain't been making them.
When they were doing that Jackie Moon thing between Caleb, they did Caleb and Tyler. You take it.
Oh,
and then they throw it at Jaquez's feet.
With 2 seconds left.
I was like,
right? So the actual, by the time you get it to the shooter, he's got 1.2 seconds and he chucks up a shot that counts against him, and it wasn't a good shot.
Yeah, it was rough. It was rough. But my confidence remains high. All we gotta do is go take one. We're not gonna shoot that poorly the second time around. It was Brick City.
Okay. They called off the dogs.
I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
I'm not worried about it. You can't overreact. Look, you guys can't.
Listen, it's just one game. It don't matter whether you use by 30 or 1. Okay. It doesn't matter. But
if Boston didn't win that game, the stains in the undies of all the O'Keefes and O'Malleys was going to be quite potent because you better win that game. He'd have played 3 out of 4. All right. Or played a couple of games that past week. You guys had a week off laying up. You better come out and hit him with the haymaker. Otherwise, what are we doing here? So congratulations. You guys did what you were supposed to do for the first time in forever against the Miami Heat. And now we can bring it to a couple days off. Spo's going to make some adjustments. And Wednesday, Leroy, we even this puppy up.
Here's what I would say. Here's what I would say to you.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing about what you said that bothers me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, last year ain't this year, dude. The Heat are different. The Celtics are different. So why do you keep putting that like you're always used to? This is a different team.
I didn't mention anything about last year. All I said was they finally were able to do in a series something they were supposed to do. Congrats to them.
Okay.
But I'm not really bringing up last year. I'm just hey, let's give them their flowers. They finally won a game they were supposed to win. Congratulations to Boston. Congratulations.
I mean,
but here's the thing, Boston. Don't lose game 2.
I think.
Now
let me ask you a question. You think there's more pressure on the Heat to win game 2 or the Celtics to win game 2? Because
Celtics by far.
Celtics
by far.
Okay. You still have more confidence in the Heat than you do in the Panthers?
Huh?
Remember, I asked you what team you feel most comfortable with.
Yeah, without Jimmy Butler, yes, I have more confidence in the Panthers. Congratulations, you beat me.
No, it wasn't.
Wow. Congratulations,
it wasn't
congratulations. Way to change the circumstances.
I'm not changing.
Way to kick a man when
wait a minute. I didn't do any.
Way to kick a man when he's down.
Leroy the Rain Cloudy. Wow. Say it. I did. Say it. Yeah, and then what? Why don't you ask it when it's fair is fair? Ask me when Kachuk.
I did.
Oh. Ask me when Kachuk.
I did.
Ask me that question when Jimmy Butler got hurt.
No, I asked you before that. I asked you way before everything started.
Yeah, and
towards the end of the year, and you said no. The Heat. I'm like,
facts have changed.
Okay. I just here. My only question with the Heat, can they score enough?
Been the question all year.
Right. Sure. But that's that. So for me saying something like that is not a shocker to anybody.
Nobody's saying it should be.
Okay. All right.
Nobody's saying it should be. I'm not here disagreeing with you. I know you feel like I feel like you're trying to buck up for a quibble, and I'm not here to
No. And then it scares me even more that the team they play against shoot 1,000 threes a game.
I know, soft team, right? Soft jump shooting team.
Okay.
Like they're basically like the Atlanta Hawks 60-win team of a couple of years ago.
Oh yeah.
You just got to get in their kitchen one time.
You know what the Heat need to do? Here's what they need to do. Take away one thing. Whatever that is. I don't know, the powers that be will determine, what. Let's make sure this next game they don't do this and deal with the other stuff. But whatever that is, you put everything you have in eliminating that. And then let's see where it goes from there. It's hard to take away the three sometimes because they move the ball a lot and everybody shoots the damn three on the team.
Yeah, well, it's tough to take away the three when one of their 3-point shooters is 7'4". There's that.
There's that. That was the first time I'm like, wow, the Heat looks small.
We will get to some more stuff from this game.
Look at this. I'm ready.
Wow.
My first, Marcos.
Where did you get that from?
My first iced coffee.
What is that? Wow. Yeah, he got that from
Cali coffee. Cali coffee.
All right. Oh.
Okay.
We'll take a quick break.
Why y'all ain't tell me about iced coffee?
Tell me what we okay. We'll take a quick break. Back after this.
WQA.
I'm 560 WQAM. For any Bostonians tuning in for grief listening today, go to hell.
Yeah, we're sad, but still go to hell.
Yeah. I'm really not that sad. I'm not that sad.
I saw some things I liked.
I'm not that sad. I actually am like, I'm not that sad, and I'm not broken by any means whatsoever. I was, like the way it was going in the first quarter and then battling back the way they did, I was like, all right. That was pretty typical for what you would hope would be like when you were like, oh, what could be the worst start to this game? You got it like right off the bat.
Yeah.
But they did battle back, and then in the second quarter, you're like, all right, looking like something. Then Hauser just goes crazy. So like, look, that team can shoot, but I'm not broken yet. Anybody who thinks that you got old Tobes, you don't. However, Tyler Herro needs to have a huge bounce back game. He needs to do what he did in the play-in before. And I know by no means are the Bulls the Celtics on any level. But you're not gonna have it. That I know. If Tyler Herro doesn't produce at any level like that, and I'm not counting that fourth quarter. That fourth quarter, I mean, DeLon Wright had 5 3-pointers.
Pretty good.
DeLon Wright turns into Ray Allen. It was crazy.
Needed that a little early.
He's good though, dude. He has turned himself into a rotation player. I like the fact that DeLon has gotten to where he's at, but Tyler,
I think with Tyler, you think less is more. Like the less he tries to do and just plays, the better it'll be for everybody. Like it seems like he forced the issue way too many times. And sometimes you got to be aware of like hey, I don't want to force a turnover here and have them go on a run and have the crowd get into it. So I'm going to just run a set offense. I'm going to get things going. Let's get a good shot, right? Because if they get the ball that way, that's a lot different than them stealing the ball or quick pass down the floor dunk.
Marcos and I were talking about this during the break, if there's going to be a starting lineup change, because but this is kind of, it's a little dependent on one thing, and it's how healthy he is, and I don't know the answer to that.
Duncan?
And that is put Duncan back in the starting lineup. And I'm not saying bench Tyler. I think if you bench anybody, you'll probably bench Jaime. And then
but see, here's the problem. That guy plays with the most energy on the team.
he does.
And you need the energy to start a game so they don't run away with it early.
Yeah,
He's
but
the
I don't
only one that plays with that energy. So
I don't disagree with you. Here's just my thinking on it is he's not going to get the first crack at it anyway. Like it's going to be Tyler. So why not give him the first in for Tyler and be your sixth man, and then you have the shooting to go along on that starting line to see if Duncan can get to a spot. Like I get what you're saying. I don't disagree with what you're saying, but I'm just saying if Spo is going to make a move, the move to me is you got to put Duncan in, and you're not going to bench Tyler. So are you going to bench either Caleb or would you bench Jaime?
But here's the other thing, okay? That while we sitting here saying bench one or the other, any one of those three plays 10 times the defense that Tyler plays.
Oh, that's fair.
And so you're always, to be honest with you, this is not a knock on Tyler. If I wanted to do something to slow them down to start a game so we could feel that we were in it the whole game and not let them run away with it, the prudent play would be to bench Tyler. At least keep it close.
I don't think you could do that unless you have Terry back, though.
You can't. I know you can't. I know you can't because you don't really have a facilitator. And I don't necessarily want to see Bam or Caleb taking the ball up the top of the key. Okay, I get it. It's change of pace every now and then. I need the ball in Tyler's hands, right? That being said, basketball the way they do it is if you have a soft spot, they will keep working that offense until you're exposed. So either Tyler's defense need to get better, they need to stay in that zone and let Porzingis kill him,
or Hauser.
Or Hauser.
They killed. It's a tough team to zone against because they just shoot. They don't
care.
They're gonna shoot.
And so, I don't know what you do. So you take away the three by playing man, right? But then you expose yourself to those one-on-ones and Tatum backing down somebody like Tyler.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't know what you do.